Paula Paradise here from Premier Wine Mine Education Center, and I'm in a beautiful vineyard side spot with Randy Biehl, owner of Eveningside Vineyards, along with his wife Karen.
I would say about maybe 20 years ago we were living in West Seneca, my wife and I, and started understanding wine, started drinking wine, started reading wine magazines, Wine Spectator and enthusiasts, and we started visiting wineries in Ontario. There was no wineries in Niagara County at that point.
So you weren't from a farm background?
No. Dad was a milkman. That's as farm as we got.
That's as close to the cow as you got?
We lived in suburbia, grew up in suburbia around Buffalo. We were making wine in the basement in West Seneca, and yeah, it just kept on blossoming.
Garage east of West Seneca?
Yes, yes.
And what is it about the Niagara Wine Trail that piqued your interest?
It's climatic conditions and geographic conditions. We are 8 miles from Lake Ontario, which is due north of us, which doesn't freeze, or once every 100 years, I guess it does. And then we have the Niagara Escarpment. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but it's behind us. That's the old lake shore of Lake Ontario. So after the Ice Age and the lakes were swollen, we would have been underwater right now. But anyways, with the escarpment being back there and Lake Ontario not freezing, when you're trying to grow vinifera, which are very winter sensitive, the warm air comes off the lake in the wintertime, hits the escarpment wall, and circles back. So our winters are milder. We could be 10 degrees warmer here than, say, Erie County, and that could make a big difference in a Riesling's life, or any vinifera's lifespan.
It allows you to even grow grapes.
It allows the survival of the grapes, right. Because summertime is fine anywhere in New York State. It's the winter that's going to knock you down. So we're the second mildest winters in New York up here. The first mildest would be Long Island. Action-wise, I think we're going to stay small. We're going to stay exclusive. We're open 4 days a week. We're very comfortable. We like the lifestyle. We're at 1,000 cases. We have a nice building to produce wine in now. I think the building was suited to build for production of 2,000 cases, in case you have a bumper crop. But we're probably going to stay where we are, quite frankly. I know there seems to be a thing in the industry, grow. When we built the building, we built it with a plan in sight. But I'm older when we did it, and again, it's more of the lifestyle and the passion than it is about the money.
Did you model the style of wines after any other cool climate region or grape variety?
Model-wise, I was trained in Ontario, Canada.
Is there a strong connection between the wines that are made there and what's happening here? Are the wines going to taste similar?
I would think Terroir would be similar, because most of the wineries on the Canadian side, they're going to be along the bench, along the escarpment, or perhaps along the lake shore. Some are in the flats over there too. So yeah, terroir-wise, we're going to be much more similar in style than, say, the Finger Lakes, which they do a wonderful job, but it's just geographically completely different. In our vineyard, we have Riesling, Cabernet Franc, and Chardonnay. This is an 07 Cabernet Franc from the vineyard behind us, barrel-aged in French oak for 30 months. A lot of maturity on it.
Boy, it's got a lot of blackberry fruit on the nose.
And we are, I'm sad to say, just about sold out. It's not going to make it through the weekend.
Why Cab Franc?
Cab Franc I like because it's winter hardy. It gets through the winter. I think Cab Franc is where Merlot was 25 years ago. 25 years ago, Merlot was primarily blended in with Bordeaux's. And I think Cabernet Franc makes a great wine. We get a lot of accolades on our Cab Franc. It always sells quite well. So I want to continue to make a mark with that.
For New York State wines.